welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And I just want to say welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your friendship. Thank you for your presence here on this channel and for your presence for each other in the comment section. I really have the most amazing subscribers in the world. Like, you guys are amazing. So thank you so much for being here with me. And if you found yourself here for the very first time, we would just like to welcome you here to our space. We do pick a card readings on this channel. So if you are into spirituality, into tarot and oracle, please pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, and we'll have a bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather at my table. So today's pick a card reading is sort of a check-in with the person on your mind, a love message from your person, their current feelings and thoughts of you. Now, this can be a no contact situation that you find yourselves in. You could be in a relationship with this person or hope to be in a relationship with this person. It can be anyone on your mind. It's sort of a check-in we do on the channel, usually for soulmates, but it can be about anybody that you are reflecting upon. So hold that person in your mind. And what are their current thoughts of you? This is a love message from them. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1 today, we're keeping it simple with the little purple donut. Pile number 2 with the pink ice cream cone. And pile number 3 with the yellow popsicle. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, now I can't fix it. There may be a message waiting for you today from Spirit. My timestamps are listed below, and I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. So again, today is a love message from your person, their current thoughts and feelings towards you. Pile 1. Hello everybody. In pile number 1, you were drawn to the little purple donut here, or perhaps to the regular Rider-Waite tarot, but this is your reading, a love message from the person on your mind. What are their current feelings and thoughts towards you? So I'll do a quick little spread to see what's happening in the connection first, and then we'll get into their current thoughts and their feelings. So what's going on in this connection, Spirit? What is happening in this connection right this moment? Of course, I'll be pulling message cards. I'll be doing a charm bowl at the end to end up the reading. What's going on in this connection, please? So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Swords. The 9 of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the 3 of Cups on the back of the deck here. For some of you already, I feel like you're dealing with perhaps a friend. Perhaps you want to be more with this person, or they wanted to be more with you. And there's just this real sense of conflict presently with this 5 of Swords. And it's like nobody is benefiting from the current situation, and somebody has like really made a mess of things, or somebody feels like they have really missed their chance completely at a very valuable opportunity. But let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles, please. What's currently going on in this connection? There is current conflict right now. Stubbornness for sure. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Ace of Cups. What's happening in this connection, please, group 1? We have the Hermit. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We also have the Justice here on the back of the deck with the Strength cards. We have a very strong Virgo, Leo, Libra energy as well. So the back of the deck is the Justice card. So there needs to be some clarity and a leveling out. There's been an imbalance here. Perhaps an argument has occurred in the past. And there's almost a sense, again, of somebody being very stubborn as well, and knowing that they should extend an olive branch, or knowing that they should, you know, right or wrong, but choosing to be stubborn in the moment, even though it's not serving the situation. It's not serving any type of good in the future. It shows that somebody in this connection, again, like I said, really feels like they messed something up a lot. Like this was a valuable opportunity that I either sat on and didn't act on at all and left it all to my imagination. Here at the Hanged Man, he isn't struggling in his position. He can come down and act upon this desire, this valuable opportunity. He can grab it from that hand to go running through that archway. But instead, it's like I chose my ego over my feelings and decided to protect that instead. And maybe I said or did something really inappropriate or stupid that really caused you to be like, I'm just walking away from this. This is insane. And there is some realization coming in for this person now. They're starting to realize, that perhaps their ego lay in the wrong place at that moment. And true happiness doesn't lie with their ego, it lies with you. And now that's a real contention for them because they see forever in your eyes. And that's what I'm hearing. I know it sounds like an old country music song, but that's what they're saying. I see forever with you. And I see you as someone that I want in my life forever. Now, whether this is the capacity of a friend, like we saw earlier with the Three of Cups, or a romantic interest, or someone that is a friend that you want to turn into a romantic interest, they see you as someone who they want permanently in their life. That does feel like it's a bit in disconnect right now here with the Virgo because they're missing out on something that makes them really happy. So I do feel like you could be in disconnect from this person at the moment, but let's look at their current feelings. We'll use this Hermit Tarot to start. Actually, you know what? We'll use this little deck to start, I think. We'll use this little tarot deck to start first, and then we'll switch over to the message decks. So what are their current feelings towards group one, please? Current thoughts and feelings. A love message for group one from their person. Five of Cups. I know I messed things up, but I'm being stubborn right now. Even this cup, you can see it's about regret. It's about looking into the past, but this person's like not even willing to look yet. They're being very stubborn here in the past. Even their higher self, it looks like they're being scolded, and they're like, I'm not even listening. Fingers and ears like a tantrum child, like a little kid, refusing to listen to reason. Because they're, again, with the Five of Swords, sometimes there's this propensity to always be right as well. A very stubborn feeling. But what it's left me is this Four of Cups. It's left nobody happy. And somebody walked away because I saw that Eight of Wands, or sorry, the Eight of Cups on the back of this deck just now. You walked away because I wasn't giving you what you needed in that moment. Two of Wands. There is a desire for me to come and mend things with you. This person does want to. I know they're fantasizing about it. They're thinking about that plan of action. It's stuck in the head chakra right now. It's all lit up there, but they want to formulate a new plan. They want to start again. They will come to the realization, if they haven't had that epiphany yet, it's coming in very soon, about how their ego should not be bigger than their heart. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess has a very difficult time expressing herself emotionally. She doesn't like to be vulnerable in that way. She likes keeping those things to herself. But there's a deeper knowing with her as well. And there's a deeper knowing with this person, and they want to express that. They want to express that I know that how I acted in the past, or whatever happened between us in the past, was not befitting of this connection and isn't a reflection of how I value it. A message for their secret feelings and thoughts, please. You have the Ten of Swords. It's like they're scrambling to make, and this one, they look very uncomfortable. It's like I've backed myself into a corner. I've backed myself, and it's like when somebody is arguing with someone else and their perspective starts to make no sense, and they know they're wrong, and they start to be proven wrong, but they can't back down. They just cannot back down no matter how much evidence you throw at them. They cannot back down. It kind of reminds me of Donald Trump. Like, it doesn't matter how much, you know, how much reality you put in their face. There's just something about their personality. They're just like, I can't let you win here. But what that does is creates this situation where you can't escape it now. And here this Ten of Swords is about, you know, maybe I need to let go of some of those ego-driven feelings. I need to formulate a new plan of action, but the position I've put myself in, I've made it very difficult to, but it's ego-driven. They could come down if they wanted to. They could escape. I mean, this guy now they're having an even more difficult time coming out of it, but still it's about perspective. It's a very over dramatic response to the situation. So this person in the recent past and leading into the present, a little bit poor me, kind of an immature, emotional response to the situation. Love message, please. Current feelings, secret thoughts. Queen of Cups. You know, the Queen of Cups over top of the Ace of Cups, the reality is, and they've realized this, and it's, or if they haven't, it's coming in fast, that you are their happiness, or you are that path towards what they want. They can see that. And this Queen of Cups, you know, that's an emotional overflow. She's catching that drop. She doesn't want to lose. She doesn't want this to be the reason why the two of you fall apart forever. She wants to maintain this. And that is a sense of over-the-top emotion, but also unconditional love. Unconditional love. Despite the brattiness, perhaps, that this person has exhibited in the past, or the way that they treated you in the past, there is still a sense of unconditional love. But how they treated you, or the situation, again, was careless. They treated your feelings carelessly. We have the Six of Wands. There's almost this message, it's like this message coming through that they've had time to reflect upon the masks that they've been wearing with you. And they realize that some of them have to be shed. It's just that they don't know how to get there. They don't know how to be vulnerable in that way. It's a spiritual immaturity. And there's the Devil. The Ace of Wands at the back of the deck. With the Temperance card. And that Devil, like I was saying, is that insecurity. My fear of taking off that mask. And for some of you, there may even be a message that resonates about this person and how this is learned behavior for them. These coping mechanisms that they have during conflict are learned behaviors from, you know, experiences that they had growing up. What are their current feelings and secret thoughts of you? Oops, the Hermit Tarot here. I'm too afraid to talk. Number 7. I'm too afraid to tell you how I feel because perhaps of those insecurities. What do you want? What do you want to do? It's like they want you to get the ball rolling so that they don't have to. And of course, this can be reversed energy, of course, as well, or mirrored. But it's like they don't want to be the ones that give in. I want you. And it's coming out with the I imagine you naked. So they're trying to kind of distract from the situation. And maybe they're the type that do that in life. They distract by flirting with you, or flirtation, or they try to switch it from an emotional point of view to a physical point of view, because that's where their comfort zone lies. And the Temperance card is showing that this person is a work in progress. You know, there's patience required. It may take some time before they're able to pluck up the courage to come back towards you. How are they currently feeling, please? You are right. It's coming out sideways. It's like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to be the one. I meant what I said. So they're really struggling between these two ideas. They're really, really struggling. They don't even want to put it in the upright or the reversal. They're like, I'm being very stubborn right now. I don't want to admit that you were right. I also don't want to take back what I said in that moment because I'm still fired up. They're very, it's funny to me that they both came out this way. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. Feels very, I get Taurus energy, even though there's, you know, not a lot of Taurus vibes here, but I'm getting Taurus right now. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I'm too afraid to admit if I was wrong. I'm too afraid to kind of be the one that bridges that gap. My insecurities, again, are running rampant. Just let me hold you. And, you know, again, the distraction. Why don't we just forget everything? We have love me at the back of the deck. Just love me. They want the distraction. Let's look at some messages. What would they say to you if they could say anything to you right this moment? How are they feeling? Currently a love message from your person. How are they currently feeling? I'm using the Eternal Messages deck for this. How are they currently feeling? Please, pile 1. I regret walking away from you with 5 of Swords. I regret not working out our conflict. You will hear from me soon. There will be justice. There will be truth. There will be clarity here. And we saw, you know, the Strength card. It's about pushing past our own ego. It's about pushing past the barriers and the obstacles. I am always reminded of you. This situation is never far from their mind. I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. And it's like they really want to be sure they say everything perfectly. They want, it's like they're planning out exactly what they say so that nothing is misconstrued. The thought of oh my goodness. The thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain that I've caused in your eyes. And that's going over top of the I meant what I said card. They don't want to rehash that look that they saw across your face when they said what they said. I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. And there's that 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, they see you as their end game. They see you as the possibility to be with them forever. In any capacity, they want you in their life. I don't want to be with anyone else. You really have been by my side, and I see that, and I do cherish you for that. Some of you, I feel, are asking about a friend that you guys had a falling out with. For others, this is like a direct love message, and I feel like that maybe there's a deeper desire there towards the friendship, perhaps. But for some of you, you are just dealing perhaps with a friend. It says, I hold myself back because I don't want to be rejected, because I don't want you to, because perhaps you're still angry, perhaps you're still feeling a little, you know, with your back up a little bit here. Where is my little message deck? Okay. Here it is. See the Divine or the Cottage Divine Masculine. Their current feelings, please. I can't make the first move. I can't do it. I just can't muster the courage. And I'm worrying that this is all in my head. I'm missing you regardless of how it looks on the outside, regardless of how I'm acting. If there is no contact right now, if I'm acting cold, if I'm acting that victorious way, I'm trying to become a better person. I'm working on it. And like I said, there's an evolution happening here with this person. And there is an opportunity here. If somebody has this inspired thought for action towards a reconciliation, there's an opportunity to have a new chance to express ourselves as well. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late, until you walked away. Get a couple of oracle cards here, please. Love message, pile 1. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this person, like I said, likes to focus on the passion because they're uncomfortable with the emotional side of things. We have children. Your love life is being affected by children, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So maybe you guys had an argument about children in some kind of capacity. Take that as it resonates. But it's about, you know, standing your ground too. If you were, you know, arguing or debating about something that you really feel confident about, or you really feel, you know, passionate about. It's about standing your ground as well, not letting this person deflect when they do come back towards you. We have chemistry though. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. But let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 1. Group 1 charm bowl, please. Love message from their person. What do they want to say in the bowl? 4 of Swords, in separation, 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. So communication is coming in, but right now it's just a time to reflect upon what is being said and what is going to say, or what they are going to say. They're making those plans of actions, and you can see the 9 of Wands. The expression on the 9 of Wands face is one of like exhaustion. Their back is up a little bit. Again, not ready, quite ready yet to extend that olive branch or to admit some fault on their side, but that communication is coming in the future. We have the letter R. We have the letter V as well. We have a little snowflake. So perhaps this argument or this conflict happened this winter. We also have Aquarius in the bowl. We have the strawberry. For some of you, the reconciliation will be coming in around August. We have the starfish, healing ourselves from within, and you can see it's a red starfish too. So this could have been a very heated, passionate argument about something we were passionate about. We have our Lord on the cross here, Jesus on the cross, which is my symbol for self-sacrifice. So, you know, maybe throwing myself or admitting I was wrong, perhaps for your person or yourself, just kind of throwing ourselves on that grenade to try to create peace sometimes. We have the change and change and change with all of these leaves and plumes. And we have the owl, so rising above the situation, bringing in truth and clarity, and trying to strip away the emotions so that we can be productive. We also have the saw, and the saw reminds me of a slow pain, a slow separation. The separation is painful as well. It's like I'm missing my right arm or something, missing my best friend. Okay, group 1, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Please hit the like button. You can check out my links below for Instagram and Etsy, but I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Hello, everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to this pink cone, or perhaps to this Sante Morte Book of the Dead Tarot, but this is your reading. I love message from the person on your mind. What do they wish they could say to you? How are they currently feeling about you and this connection? So we're going to start with a little spread on what's currently going on in this connection, what's happening currently. And then we'll look into how they're currently feeling and thinking about you. So what's going on in this connection, Spirit? What is happening currently in this connection? We have the 10 of Swords to start out the reading. What is currently happening in this connection? We have the 5 of Pentacles. What's currently going on in this connection? The 8 of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, I really feel like this could be a very long-standing no contact situation here. We do have the Tower at the back of the deck, and it could be concerning someone who is either yourself or this person on your mind is stuck in some sort of situation that does not allow forward motion, or in the very least, the motion is extremely slow with the Knight of Pentacles. Someone could almost be to the point of like giving up emotionally. Let's clarify the 10 of Swords. What's going on in this connection, please? The Lovers. Yep, somebody feels very detached from someone that they feel is profoundly connected to them. The Death card. Ten of Wands. Now, this is a message not for everybody, and obviously it's a very specific message, but there could be somebody out there who's actually watching this hoping to get a message from someone who has actually passed away. And if that is the case, I am very sorry for your loss. That, of course, is not for everyone. The Death card does not usually mean that for me, and Spirit usually knows that I don't like that message. So that is a specific message to someone watching, that you may have lost someone very profound. And so you're wondering what message they have for you. The Justice card. Back of the deck is the Page of Cups with the Knight of Swords. So what is happening in this connection right now? Well, there is a desire to communicate. There's a desire for an emotional new start, but it feels like it's lacking something, and it's because of this stagnation, or perhaps somebody feeling stuck, trapped by some burdens or responsibilities that they feel are on their shoulders here. We do have the Justice with the Ten of Wands, so that's a profound sense of, you know, I have a lot of roles, or I take my role in life really seriously, and I take my responsibilities really seriously. And so if this is self-imposed imprisonment, so be it. I've trapped myself, but I take it seriously. It's not a reflection of my feelings. There's no cups here. My feelings lie with you, but it's a reflection of where I feel I'm needed, or where I feel I should be right now. And as I said, the Death card is not usually about a physical death. So if you're resonating with that message, that's a very specific message, but it is about a shift in energy, the desire for a change of state, or the change of state altogether. And what they want is an ability to come back towards you, which is, you know, because of this profound loss they feel. This Five of Pentacles, you can see it's like they're walking on nothing. And it's almost like there could be a tangible financial reason why they feel like they can't approach you as well. They could feel like they even lack something to offer you. So there could be some sort of financial component. But even with the Five of Pentacles being such a grounded card, it can still embody the sense of emotion. It can still embody the sense of a physical or an emotional destitution that exists. And especially next to this Ten of Swords, because it's an over-the-top type of feeling. It's like, I want transformation so badly, nothing else. I can't go through anything more. I can't withstand another moment of pain. I have to formulate a new plan of action. And here's the Lovers, which is that decision. Perhaps a choice I made in the past was the wrong choice as well. But it does feel like this is currently in deep disconnect. And they do feel like they have to, it's like they want to make their way towards you with truth, but it's going to take them some time to unravel themselves from these responsibilities that they've put themselves at the helm of, perhaps. But let's get some clarity for you. Let's look at their thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So a love message for you. How are they currently feeling about you? And I just lost on the floor, of course. And it is the Empress and the Two of Wands. So if we're talking about feelings and we pull out that Empress, this is the embodiment of abundance. It's everything that's good about a feminine energy. It's beauty, it's grace, it's compassion, it's love. They put you up on a pedestal and they fantasize about you all the time. You are the focus there. The only problem is that there's a discrepancy between thought and action, perhaps, here. But we will see as we go. How are they currently feeling? How are they currently feeling, please? Thoughts and feelings, but their current feelings for group 2. Two of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Three of Swords. So there is this message, like I said, they could be stuck in some sort of situation, in a role, and for some of them they've built up a strong foundation, and now they're sitting up on that foundation. Well, what do I do with this now? Like, it's what do I do with it? I'm juggling what I've built with this desire for this person. So they're juggling their tangible physical world with all of their thoughts of you. And unfortunately, their ego And their fear of loss kind of overrides their ability to move, their ability to take that inspired thought and turn it into an action-oriented situation, because we have this Four of Pentacles in the future position. And the future, you know, it's sort of like I've heard it called the hoarder card. You know, I don't want to lose what I have, but I also want what I want. It's like I want my cake and eat it too. I want everything. I don't want to risk anything, and I want what I want. But all of this is leading to the sadness with the Three of Swords. Look at that poor creature. Like, look, nothing more can be done to that poor creature. So it's painful. And that's the thing that always baffles the mind when we break down these energies, is our fear to move forward, even though we're actually sitting in a very painful comfort zone. It may, you know, I guess you can get used to anything. It's kind of like Stockholm Syndrome, but if we're already in a painful place, we shouldn't fear the unknown, because it can only go up. Three of Swords coming out for you. Again, deep disconnect from you. Really realizing that they're missing out on somebody really profound for them. Queen of Pentacles, though. There is this message that there has to come an end to their security in order to pursue this fantasy. And it feels like fantasy for them. Six of Pentacles. They're juggling with the idea of communicating with you. They're juggling with the idea of communicating with you and what that communication could do to their home situation and this responsibility. Look at all of these pentacles. Ace of Swords. But the one thing that they're 100% clear about here, King of Wands, back of deck, is how they feel for you. They may not be able to express it at this moment, but they have, there's the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups underneath. They aren't able to express themselves to you, but they are in love with you. And they want to express that to you through this reading right now, that their passion is still there, their focus is still on you, even though it doesn't appear that. They think about you all the time, and they want a new beginning, but their ego, their fear overrides that. And so they are wearing that mask in life, and there's the Four of Swords during this disconnect. Wearing that mask, hoping that eventually the world will just open up a way, but that's just not the way that it works, unfortunately. But let's keep going into some love messages. We'll use the Hermit Tarot first here. What are some love messages for Group 2? How are they currently feeling for Group 2? Current thoughts and feelings. I worry about us a lot. I worry about us all the time. Don't know how you feel about me. I don't have 100% clarity on where we stand. Ace of Swords, and I want that clarity. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. They know how they feel. They want to know how you feel, and that might influence this insecurity that the Four of Swords is representing, because love is the answer. And that's the thing about fear, is that it's the exact opposite of love. It's the polar opposite, and that should be our first indicator that it should hold no weight for us, but it really does. I could be your hero, baby. It's coming up over top of this Six of Pentacles, and I don't know, again, with those roles that this person feels that they play, whether they feel like they are protecting other people in their current situation, how they are, it's a sense of self-sacrifice to me in their current situation. They're not being honest with themselves, or if they have another partner, with their partner, or vice versa if you're the one with a partner. They distract themselves with fiery thoughts of you because their insecurities lead them to believe that you don't care. Perhaps because of the length of time, but they obviously feel a lack within themselves with this Page of Cups. There's all those holes in that spoon. They feel they lack something. Listen to your heart instead of to your ego. That's the advice from Spirit here. Listen to your heart. And I've never imagined so much perfection. That's like the Nine of Pentacles. That's as close to the Queen as you can get. in my opinion, with this deck. The attraction, the physical attraction is profound for them, but it's more than that. It's more than just that. Even though they sometimes use that as a distraction, it's more than that, because we just have like love is the actual answer, but we have now is not the time, and they are stuck in some sort of situation, even though they're thinking Ace of Wands underneath, trying to conjure up a way of escape or trying to get towards you. But it's about what they do with that inspired thought and whether or not they actually put it into action. We'll use some eternal messages here. What are they currently feeling or thinking for group 2, please? What are they currently feeling or thinking? I'm always reminded of you no matter where I go. I can't escape it. And I feel like they could get like repeating numbers, or they could get hear your name in songs, or it's just a constant. I've been more focused on money because I'm trying to build for myself, because perhaps they feel like there's a lack within themselves, or they feel like they don't have enough to offer. My nerves have been getting the best of me. Give me a chance. Please give me a chance in the future. I've thought about taking a trip with you. I have an offer for you. And it's coming over, I could be your hero, baby. So there could be indicators that some of you may hear from this person. But I feel like it might be a little bit on the down low. I don't know that it will be on the up and up. I really do miss you a lot. And I think that card is so sweet. I almost felt sad when I pulled it. Telepathically communicate with me. I've been doing spell work on you. Ooh, back of the deck energy underneath that is you gave me that spark. So this person could actually be maybe going to some conjurers or something, which is kind of dangerous when you think about it. Let's keep going with a few more messages from my Cottage Oracle here. What are their current thoughts of pile number 2, please? It's always been you. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to become a better person. They are focusing on building up money. They're saying, I cannot make the first moves towards you. So they're focusing perhaps on school. Perhaps they're focusing on gaining some tangible, security in their life so that it's a better offer for you. Has too much time passed. But I feel like they are very much focused on responsibilities as well if there is another situation that they're at the helm of. I made a huge mistake is on the back of that deck. Group number 2, please. Love message for group number 2. You have higher power. The higher power card reminds me of the 4 of Swords. And it is, you know, Source asking us to really retreat inside of ourselves and clearly define what we want out of this situation, because there is a very prolonged stagnancy here is what Spirit is saying. There's been a long length of time for some of you where you've been in disconnect, and there is a change in the wind, because like there's a restlessness growing and nothing changes if nothing changes. And this King of Wands, even, you can see it's like a swirling wind growing around him. So it's time to clearly decide what you want out of this connection, because there could be reunion right around the corner. Here's the Yin card. That's the Divine Feminine. So if you resonate with the Divine Feminine energy, you may have an offer coming in the future, because this talks about just being an open chalice for gifts about to be presented to you. So like I said, some of you, time to prepare about what that looks like, because you have that offer on its way to you. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energies to others. So perhaps this person was really flirty in the past. And wedding, this situation involves marriage. And for some of you, you know, with that Justice card, that can really talk about marriage. It can talk about the roles we place ourselves in, the legal roles we place ourselves in, the responsibilities. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this could be a friendship situation that really wanted to be more in the past. But let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 2. Let's look at the future of this connection, please, in the bowl. Future of this connection for group 2 in the bowl. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the King of Pentacles, and that King of Pentacles, like I said, somebody's at the helm of something. He can be a father figure even. He's just somebody who is secure in his foundation. He's built up a lot of coin for himself. After a long time of waiting, perhaps almost to that point of giving up, like we saw with the 10 of Swords earlier, or sorry, with the Empress card. No, the 10 of Swords is there. It's a change in the wind, which we saw on the back of that deck. You saw the, oh no, it's gone now. The back of that deck, the change in the wind card, and you have the sudden turn of events with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's going to be some movement for some of you in this connection. We have DM me. We have Cancer in the bowl as well. We have full, thankful, grateful. We have the Starfish. The divine feminine in this connection may need to heal during this time of disconnect. We have the Paperclip. You may have met them at work or in school. The Ear of Corn, I always think about friendship. And you are my sunshine with Leo energy in the bowl as well. We also have a wing, which is a symbol for me of rising above the emotion, looking at things from a higher perspective, and trusting in divine detours, divine guidance as well. All right, group number 2, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation, and if it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell if you have not done so already, and become a part of this family. I hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In group number 3, you were drawn to the yellow popsicle. I'll put this right in here, I guess. And this is your reading. A love message from the person on your mind. How are they currently thinking and feeling about you and this current love connection that you find yourselves in? So we're going to do a quick little spread to see what's happening in this connection, and then we're going to check in with their energy and see how they're currently feeling and thinking about you. We'll pull message cards, and we'll do a charm bowl, of course, at the end. But how are they currently feeling? Actually, what's currently going on, Spirit, with this connection for group 3? What is currently going on for group 3? We have the Knight of Cups. What is currently going on in this connection, please? The Magician. And the Temperance card. What is currently going on in this connection? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Queen of Cups so far here. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups, please. What's happening in this connection right now? We have the 8 of Cups coming out with the 10 of Cups. So let's clarify the Magician, please. The Hanged Man. Oops. The 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords. I was trying to figure if that was supposed to be reversed or not, but I don't think it is. I think it's supposed to be in the upright. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles, please. What's currently going on in this connection? The Ace of Swords. Back of the deck is the Death card, which is the vacuum here. And we have the Page of Cups here. So back of the deck is the Death card. So there has been a big shift in this connection that's led to perhaps a disconnect. For many of you, it could be even a long-standing disconnect, because the Temperance card is here in the current energy, and that's patience. To the point where some of you are giving up a little bit of hope that there could be any movement here. But the Magician here is our sign that nothing changes if nothing changes. And if we don't create movement, there could be no change here. And it's almost like the clarity came in too little too late for someone in this connection, because the Ace of Swords is in the future position. And, you know, this cat's getting its its nails clipped. It doesn't like it. It's a clarity that's come in after perhaps a long period of time. And it's a bittersweet type of clarity. Somebody walked away because they were not getting what they needed, perhaps in the past here, because this Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, they were walking away from something that was not fulfilling them, was not making them happy. And this Knight of Cups maybe wasn't mature enough at the time, wasn't able to give me what I wanted, and so I just walked away because they were acting like they didn't know I was important, or they were overlooking the fact that I'm an important person, or they were just not treating you with the respect that you deserved in that moment. And so you walked away, causing this disconnect. And it took this person a long time maybe to grow up and to get the realization that, you know, they may have missed out on something really great. Kind of similar undertones to pile one as well. But the Death card is not about a physical death. It can be a change of state. So they've come recently into some epiphanies. And some of it's being spurred by this like last ditch effort, or some sort of fire dwelling up inside, or something's building up. Because this cat, it looks like it wants to escape, but it can't figure out how. Can't figure out how to bring about that new beginning here, and to bring about this emotional new beginning. And there's the Justice. Oh, justice can hurt. And they feel like they deserve what they're getting right now, in a sense. They deserve what they're getting. This Page of Cups, you know, it's an emotional new beginning. He's drinking from the toilet. And it's like this person wants to apologize maybe for sticking their head in this bucket. It's like, that's what I deserve this now because I did that in the past. I deserve you to be angry at me, to feel overlooked, and I want you to know that I've changed now. And that's one of the first messages coming out. We haven't even gotten started here. We have the Four of Swords at the back of the deck, but it's in the reverse position. They are ready to return. They are ready to make amends and to work on things. My light just went out, but don't be concerned about that because I knew it was low. But they are ready to work on things with you. They are ready to face the firing squad, so to speak, it feels like here. But let's get some more clarity. Let's keep going. How are they currently thinking and feeling about you in the present moment? How are they currently thinking and feeling about the Ten of Pentacles? Now that Ten of Pentacles, I just saw the Devil as well, and the Three of Swords. So there could be a family unit in place presently, so take that as it resonates, because that can reflect an actual foundation that I built with someone. But it's this sense of like Ace of Cups. It's almost like they're saying, you know, I didn't think you would walk away. I didn't think that I was so confident in myself. Oh, maybe too cocky or too overconfident in myself. I really didn't think you would walk away. And I've seen that I was very blinded by that. Here's the Two of Swords with, you know, trying to hit that target even though I'm blinded. There's a cockiness about that. You know, I can do it with my arms behind my back. I can do it I can hit that target blindfolded. And it's like that sense of like, I didn't realize you would do that. And you did. Seven of Swords. I want a new beginning, and now it took me a while to be honest with myself, to be able to look at the situation objectively, to see where I went wrong in the past and how I created the situation. And this is something new to me. This is something like an epiphany that this person has experienced. looking at the past objectively and seeing how they contributed to it, because maybe for a long time they kind of kept their head in that bucket and maybe blamed everyone else except for themselves. Love message. How are they currently feeling and thinking about you? But they would like an emotional new beginning. Page of Pentacles. And they're trying to figure out a way to, again, they want to work on it. They want to open up the lines of communication, create a new sense of stability and start from square one. Judgment. There's that new start. Singing to the tune of a different song, perhaps a transformation inside of this person, realizing, you know, it's kind of that Billie Eilish song, the line that goes, sometimes it hits me, I'm the one that got away. And I think it's the opposite. It hit them, you were the one that got away. And that was enough to sort of, it took them a while to get to the point where they weren't bitter about maybe their actions in it. Because here's the Nine of Pentacles, that's you. There's ascension in them, and it's how they view you. A valuable person. But there is some, I don't know if this person is an earth sign. There's something very practical about them. They don't want to show a lot of emotion. Something very practical about this person. And I feel like you're the exact opposite. I feel like you're the emotional one. Current feelings, secret thoughts. Two of Pentacles. And we have the Magician. They're trying to conjure up a way. We do have the Hermit even on the back of that deck. So they're trying to figure out a way, a plan of action to communicate with you. There's the Six of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Wands reversed though. And I do not keep my decks in the reversal. And that Queen of Wands reversed, she's a firecracker. And when she's reversed, she specifically can be very cold, can be not very welcoming to this communication. So they're juggling this, they're looking at it very practically. They're trying to formulate that new plan of action, because this epiphany, this enlightenment has come upon them just recently or is happening in the now. And now they're trying to figure out, it's a very delicate balance for them. Maybe their ego is pretty delicate and anything could throw it off balance. So they're trying to figure out a way, a practical way to approach you, to start up something new without having to perhaps face this firing squad, this queen, and without having to create a big tower moment by unburdening themselves emotionally. They're hoping they can kind of get back in with you somehow in the future and conjure up this new opportunity, this new beginning with you. But they want to avoid the emotion if they can. And I don't feel like they're going to be able to with you, because I feel like that's what you're looking for. That's what you wanted to start, was this emotional vulnerability, and they weren't able to give it to you in the first place. So now here they're making this, they think it's a brand new plan, but it looks too similar. But they have plans of communicating with you in the future, and the Magician is ruled by the communication planet of Mercury. So I do feel like you could have this person reaching out to you after a time of disconnect with this Hermit. So keep an eye on that. Sudden turns of events could be upon you with the Death card. How are they currently thinking and feeling about you? I'm going to use the Hermit Tarot to start. What are their current feelings, please? I'm absolutely in love with you. The desire to reconnect as well. Six of Cups energy. The desire to reunite if you're in separation. Wrongful advice. Maybe they took their own advice in the past. Maybe they learned through, it's like they learned perhaps through watching their parents or the people in their life who raised them. They watched them how to navigate relationships, and it was a very poor example. And so it's like they are ill-equipped to handle this type of connection. So they're just learning, like they're like little babies. It's like the blind leading the blind sometimes. I'm sorry. I have a hard time maybe saying that. I'm sorry. Just let me hold you. The Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups is confusion, kind of secrecy. Words do hurt. Perhaps they said something in the past that they need to be sorry for. Let me have you. Very practical based energy. I'm feeling like just a very, it's very direct. It's very direct energy. You make me want to do bad things. Again, they don't want to focus. They let us in on some of their feelings here with I'm absolutely in love with you. Maybe I didn't show you in the past, but they're still trying to bring it forward into like a more physical place. I think we should slow down. We have maybe, and we have strength and ego coming out as well. And then we have, I still don't have all the answers. I'm still not 100% evolved. I'm a work in progress. Back of the deck says, if I asked you to stay, would you leave? Let's get a couple more messages from this person. If they could say anything to you right this moment, what would they say? How are they currently feeling about group number 3? I've been feeling your presence around me. Sorry, I just wanted to take a look under there. I've been feeling your presence around me. We have the thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me, and I don't want to see the pain I caused in your eyes, and I see the I'm sorry card. So they do feel like they have something to apologize for, perhaps overlooking you, overlooking what you did for them, taking you for granted. I'm done running from this connection. Some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. I just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. It's taking me perhaps a while to mature, but they're worried that you are going to walk out before they get the chance. Telepathically communicate with me. I'm really sensitive deep down. I just put up a front. And like I said, it could be that they had very poor examples on how to be emotionally vulnerable. Maybe they never learned that skill as a child, and so you know, when you first met them, they didn't know how to do that. They didn't know how to give you what you needed. I have options, but I only want you. Back of the deck says, I know more than you think I know. So they could be watching your social media. We will use my Cottage Masculine Oracle. I made a big mistake. In the past here, I made a great big mistake. Whoops, lost one on the floor. The longing is eating away at me. And you know, we did have that 15 card, you make me want to do bad things. So they're thinking about what they're missing out on. You take my breath away. You are perfect. And you do consume my thoughts. Back of the deck says, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Oops. Advice, please. Group 3. Love message from your person. We have the glove card. This is from the Literary Witches Oracle. And the glove card talks about these masks that we wear for other people's sakes. Like we wear masks, we play roles all the time that we don't have to play. And again, it's about the vulnerability that we don't like to show, that perhaps this person never really showed in the past, and now they're really wishing that they had. And it talks about the complacent situation that the two of you perhaps find yourselves in as well. So let's get one more. Message for Ooh. We have the Family card I just saw. We also have the Wolf, Independence. I think of the lone wolf when I see that card. We also have the Cauldron coming out on the back of the deck. I always think of independence when I see that wolf. And it's like, you know, just kind of like that Knight of Cups that started out this whole thing. It's just about this. There's a restlessness, and there's evolution that has to happen. It's kind of like when a young wolf sets out on its own and becomes that lone wolf, and they kind of have to create their new pack. This person was maybe ill-equipped at the time. Again, they weren't on the same emotional scale as you are, but there's been an evolution. It's been happening. But it kind of had to happen amidst this disconnect, perhaps, or amidst the, after the conflict occurred. And then we have the cauldron on the back of the deck. It talks about, you know, creativity and surprising yourself. And then we have the volcano. Something is brewing and is about to erupt, but it's about surprising yourself. And I feel like this person has surprised themselves even with the amount of insight they've been able to gain from how they acted in the past. And I know that sounds ridiculous. It's almost, I almost get the vibe, honestly, that it's like a narcissist kind of waking up from it and realizing, oh, that was kind of narcissistic. But I'm not saying they were a narcissist. I'm just using it as an example. But they're like waking up from this, a bit of a fog, maybe a bit of a self-serving type of mentality. We're like, well, yeah, maybe I was kind of a jerk in that moment. Maybe I didn't give her or him what they wanted. So there's an epiphany coming in for them. It's maybe a slow epiphany, but they're waking up. But let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 3. See what the future of this connection holds in the bowl, please. What's the future of this connection? We have the Knight of Swords, so we do have movement coming in for you. Some truth coming in. But the problem with that Knight of Swords is sometimes he charges in, throws the truth down your throat, and then exits out the rear, you know? He just kind of takes off after. He doesn't have a plan of action. But in this case, there is a purpose to this communication. And there's the Tower. Ooh. There's a purpose to this insight, and it is to shake everything up. The Tower is uncontrolled chaos that comes in, that shakes up and changes everything. It is a cornerstone. You can't go back after this. So if this person comes charging in with this, their purpose is to reach this goal with you. This 10 of Pentacles, this security, to build a new foundation. They want to start again. So they have intent to come in and shake things up. So this Tower can represent your current energy and where you're sitting. So if you're in a stable situation, they're coming in to shake things up. It's been an epiphany upon them and they're acting upon it. They don't want to lose the opportunity. Get some healing with the hospital charm in the bowl. We also have the palm, so some tarot. You're obviously here watching a tarot video. We have the sewing machine, mending things. We have music in the bowl, the guitar, the lipstick in the bowl, whale tail going with the flow, the letter F. Lots of music. So you may be hearing songs a lot about this person, or songs that will reminisce or make you reminisce about this person. We have the mermaid in the bowl, the siren, and that's because you're being pulled by their energy like from the depths. I love you to the moon and back. This is from a children's book, a Sam McBratney children's book. But I always think about the moon imagery in that quote, and about how the moon talks about our insecurities and the things that we push down below. So even though they were not able to be emotionally vulnerable with you in the past, they want you to know that they still cared about you in that moment. They were just ill-equipped to be able to express themselves in that way, and they will continue. Like, this is a profound connection for them, and they want to continue the connection. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. You can check out my links below, but I really hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.